All right, we are live on Facebook. So, hello to the Trevorium Nation. It is election night inside the United States. It is about 7 o'clock California time, 10 o'clock East Coast time. But we are here with Miss Mahmouda Hill, who says making money at Trevorium is more important than anything going on in any election. So, Mahmouda, we had you on our corporate update call last night. I know that you are on a Dreamcation. So, we're kind of on here tonight. We wanted to kind of do a little bit of an interview type of a format for fun. And so I guess maybe first and foremost, a little bit of, who you are and let you kind of ask the questions you might want to ask.
Okay. Hi, my name's Mahmouda, but everybody calls me Moo, as in the silly old cow. I'm a mother of 4 and I was widowed 14 years ago. And I've traveled extensively with my children because I wanted to give them a happy childhood memory as opposed to just thinking about their dad dying when they were little. So travel is very, very important to me. Right, the reason I'm on tonight is to ask you, Todd, some questions. So I've got my list. Right, I've only got 4 or 5 questions. You're all right, it's not too long. I know you're been in direct sales for a long time. I think you've said 20 years.
26 years. Yeah.
So why is this company different from any other company you've been in?
That is a great question. And for a number of reasons. Number one, I spent most of my direct sales career with companies who were predominantly in the United States, sometimes in Canada, but predominantly in the United States. And my first exposure to having a global network is with this company. And as I probably heard me say so many times, my wife and I only knew one person outside the United States when we got started. But, we just told a few people we knew, in our local community and people I knew, around the United States. And next thing you know, we had a team in Korea, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, obviously the United Kingdom, now Dubai, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Solomon Islands, Papua New Guinea, the French Polynesian Islands, Madagascar, the Maldives, Mauritius Island, Colombia, Argentina, Spain, Chile. Most of our team speaks languages that we don't even speak. And so, seeing this global network that's out there, it was obviously an eye awakener. I've told a number of people, leaders within the industry, I would never again be with a company who was only a domestic company. I would never be with a company that did not have a global view because you're going to find that obviously the direct selling industry is much bigger outside the United States than it is inside the United States. So it's massive in the US, don't get me wrong. But why would you limit yourself to one small part of it when you could obviously have the entire global opportunity? That being one thing. 2, you can meet a lot of people in this industry, Mahmouda. Maybe they're great business people, but they just don't know much about direct selling. And that's a recipe for disaster. Good business decision, horrible direct selling decision. Now, we are a unique industry. You can meet people that are great networkers that start their own company, but they don't know anything about running a business. They don't know how to hire or fire, regulations, manage the bottom line, profit, all those other kind of things. And so when you look at Mr. David Hart, our CEO and founder, he's a guy that's done incredible things in traditional business, set records in traditional business, was a runner-up for Entrepreneur of the Year, Inc. magazine. He's a gentleman that got involved in the direct selling industry and, went to the very top of every company he was with. So he's bringing both sides of the equation, incredible businessman in traditional business, an incredible networker, understands our space as a rep. And then, so now he owns his own company. That is a recipe for success when you have someone that understands both sides of the aisle. Number 3, do you have a company where you're truly trying to bring value to consumers? In past, there were companies that our products aren't that great, but look at our pay program. And so there's been a lot of that's gone on in our space. And, with us, we bring incredible value to consumers. We have a product, when you look at our travel product, now our 4X product, where you're either traveling for pennies on the dollar, going to amazing resorts. You're at one right this very moment. You are living proof, where for you, this is predominantly about the product, not about making money. It's predominantly about the experience. And we can find people like that all over the world where, hey, look, I don't care anything about making money and recruiting 3 who get 3, but man, let me tell you what, this product is amazing, right? And it's, that's the value that we bring to the consumer. And now we're doing that with the 4X, where again, countless people are going to be attracted to our company, not because they want to go out and build a team and get a few who get a few, but man, they're teaching me an actual skill of how to participate in the largest liquidity market in the entire world, the largest financial market, and how to make money right off my mobile phone. They can take me from A to Z ABC 1, 2, 3 to PhD, and I get the trade ideas right on my phone. So even if I don't know anything, I can simply emulate the moves of the pros and get the results they're getting. And again, that has an immense, incredible value. And then finally, you look at the compensation plan. Mr. David Hart has innovated this compensation program. Not that we invented it. There was originally a company called Wake Up Now that had the first version of this comp program. And there was a few other companies that were a little, dicey. They didn't have real stable platforms, but they also grabbed the pay program. But they had huge success because it was a pay program that was very progressive and getting people paid a lot of money early in the program. In fact, I was talking to a buddy of mine, Aaron, today. I went to school with him back in Champaign, Illinois. And so we've known each other since childhood. And he's in our company. And it's just today, literally, he's like, man, this pay program is incredible. This is different than the other pay programs that are out there. I said, I know, Aaron, when we do our webinars, you try to help people understand that, but sometimes they don't know what they don't know. It takes such few numbers for someone to be able to achieve a pretty incredible financial result. If you're doing the platinum travel trader, with as few as 14 customers in the left leg and 14 customers in the right leg, you're looking at an income of a couple $1,000s per month. With as few as 40 in the left leg, 40 in the right leg, you're talking 30 to 40,000 a year. With as few as 100 in the left leg and 100 in the right leg, that's a minuscule type of a team for our type of space. A couple hundred people here, and you're knocking on a 6-figure income. There's just never been a compensation program in the history of our industry that can help people get to that kind of money with those few numbers. And what that just means is that it's more obtainable for average people. And so if you put all that together, where you got a well-run company, an incredible business guy, he's a family man, he's a man of God, he's one of these people that almost to a point of fault. And I mean this as a compliment, that if he says he's going to do something, he does it. I've even seen him pay people that ripped him off. Like, okay, you just ripped me off, man. There's no way I'm paying you if you rip me off. Nah, I told Dave, don't pay him. Man, I told him I would. I got to do it. He's one of these people that if he says something, to a point of almost fault, to a point of his own demise, he's going to deliver because it's my word. And I said I was going to do it. And it's pretty rare to find principled people like that nowadays. And so, you start putting all these things together, and where else would you be, right? There's no better company than what we are at this moment.
100% agree with that. That was amazing, Todd. Thank you for that answer. So personally, what's your favorite part of the company? Which part of the business do you like the most?
All of it. I am an advocate for this industry, and I'm a big believer in showing people how to get involved in entrepreneurial ventures. So I tend to lead toward the business side of things. Yes, I get the travel and traveling for pennies on the dollar. That's exciting. I'm unbelievably excited about the 4X because once again, you can show someone how to have a financial result without having to build a team. But I am driven as a person individually and helping other people achieve some level of financial success, of engaging in free enterprise. Because, most people out there, they dream of solving the biggest challenges of their life, which are typically financial. So from age 18 on, one of the biggest issues almost any person has in their entire life is something money related. Even if you're in college as a college kid, right? How do I pay for books and dorm room? And I got the student debt. And it's the starving, college, student syndrome. And then once you're out of college, how do I pay these loans off? And then eventually, there might be a family involved and trying to buy a house and kids and health insurance and all these are the kind of things that come into play. And the amazing thing, Mahmoud, is you can go through, high school, you can go through college, you can get a master's degree. My own youngest daughter has an MBA in business and never once taught how to start and run a business. It never once taught even how to balance a checkbook. It never once taught how to participate in the single largest financial market in the world. Never once taught how to have residual income. And, if you go read people like Dr. Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cash Flow Quadrant, 95% of all people are on the wrong path because they're exchanging time for money. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a job. You got to pay the bills. You got to put a roof over your head. You got responsibilities. But at the end of the day, if you actually want to get ahead and have some lifestyle, a job is where you start, not where you finish. But that's not what they're teaching in school. People seem to think that the job is going to take them to the promised land, and that's a lie. It is not going to take you to the promised land, period. I've got people in my business now like Dr. Paul Leo. He's a surgeon. And he's like, Todd, this is killing me. I mean, I'm working countless hours every day. I'm in OR, from the morning till night, 11 o'clock at night. He's doing charts. He goes, man, I'm getting too old for this. I'm wearing out. My body's tired. And it's not that he wants to drop being a surgeon. He just wants to cut back. That means I got to have some other form of cash flow coming in. And that's what, people don't seem to realize, that, again, the JOB is a good place to start. But at the end of the day, you have to figure out ways of making money that's not dependent upon your day-to-day efforts. Now, that is not a unique or original idea of Robert Kiyosaki's. You can go read Warren Buffett, third richest guy on the entire planet. In fact, just Google this. Warren Buffett says, if you do not find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. J. Paul Getty, he was the first billionaire ever in the United States, said something very similar. He said, I would rather earn 1% off the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own effort. And so they're both saying the same thing, which is the fact that you have to learn how to create an income stream that's not dependent upon your day-to-day efforts. And again, that's not being taught in school. And so when you look at the network, when you look at the idea of, telling a few who tell a few, being able to start part-time, with almost no overhead, you can join as a partner for $49. You can buy one of our services. In fact, right now we're running a promo, but you can start for very, very little money. You can go out there, begin to build a sales team part-time, still working my job, paying my bills, meeting my obligations and responsibilities. But I'm starting, tell this person, tell that person. And now we're selling the product to some people. Then they find a couple of people that want to sell the product. Next thing you know, your team starts to spread to some other country. And now you got people that don't even speak the same language as you selling the product. And you're like, oh my gosh, my volume's climbing. My check is climbing. And then you begin to get this taste of residual income. And again, that's something I think that every person across the world should aspire to have.
Yeah. I mean, I think because we're not selling perfume or candles or something like that, it's a lot easier to talk about. So for me, it's just easy. I didn't join this to do the business side. Joined it for the holidays. It's saving me money on my own holidays. But it's such an exciting company. You automatically tell people. It's just so easy to talk about. So I love it for that reason. Right, next question. All right, this is a bit exciting for me. Danny yesterday did a live about being in Cancun and why he's there, and because he's an ambassador. So can you tell us a bit about being an ambassador and what perks you get?
Yeah, so again, the ambassador is a pivotal position in our company. Number one, because when you become an ambassador, you're now in the six-figure income neighborhood. And so for most people, when you become an ambassador, this means you have officially bought your life back. You can now do what you want, when you want, with whom you want, because you want. At this moment, most people are making more money from us than they're making from their JOB, which means you could quit the JOB. You don't have to, but you could quit the JOB and you have this income that's coming in and you have all of your time. And that's why sometimes you say the rich get richer. Well, because I got this income that's coming in a residual format, and now I have all day. What do I want to do that? Well, I got to go get some more people, become a 1-star ambassador, go become a 2-star ambassador, right? So I have all this time in which to make money. And so again, it's like I got this level of money coming in that doesn't require my day-to-day efforts, but I still have all my time. Well, what am I going to do during the day? I can only play so much golf, right? So I think I'll go share the business with a few more people. And then now, the income starts to grow. But when you become an ambassador, which by the way, can be accomplished with as few as 100 people in your left leg and 100 people in your right leg. And again, that's historic and unprecedented for our industry. And to kind of put that in perspective, if you recruited 4, who recruited 4, who recruited 4? I mean, right there, that's 84 people. I mean, you're almost halfway to become an ambassador. And when you become an ambassador, not only do you have the 6-figure income, not only do you have, Danny drives a brand new Mercedes that the company pays for, but once a year, the company takes you on this amazing vacation, and they fly you down to Cabo. They pay for your airfare. They pay for your airport transfers. They took them to an all-inclusive resort. I mean, this is a 5-star, 5-diamond resort right on the ocean. I mean, there's like 7, 8 restaurants there. They have these canals, waterways where you get on the little boat, take you, you go below the bridges, and you see all the beautiful landscape and between some of the buildings. I mean, where do you want to go, right? I want to go to the Japanese restaurant. I want to go to here. I want to go shopping, and I want to go to the gym. I want to go to the spa, right? And so it'll take you where you want to go. Or you can hop on the golf carts. Danny's room in particular, he's got a 2-story suite. Yeah. You can see the spiral staircase that goes to the upstairs. They got a butler right outside the room. They got a private swimming pool right there at the complex, right? And again, the company paid for everything. And that happens once per year when you become an ambassador. And again, it's not that hard to become an ambassador. We've had some people do it in 6 months. Now, again, I don't, I'm not trying to make it sound like it's something for nothing and that everybody does that or that it's easy. I mean, there's work involved, yes.
Yeah.
But again, we're talking about a team of a couple hundred people. We're talking about, that's just not a big team. I mean, some people have done it in 6 months. And so it might take some people 6 years. But if some people are doing it in 6 months, then it's something doable. And so whether it takes you 6 months or 6 years, it's worth aspiring to do. Because again, the income's incredible. The lifestyle's incredible. It's only a couple of hundred people. Again, if you get four, who get four, that's 84 people right there. You're almost halfway there. So I say that just to let people know that it's, hey, dig in and go for it.
Yeah. I mean, it looked amazing. Danny's live yesterday when he was showing his apartment was awesome. It looked absolutely gorgeous. I was very jealous. Yes, absolutely. I'm on a Dreamcation, but it's nowhere near anything like that. Going on from being an ambassador, they are doing the world tour, aren't they, in Cancun as well?
That's correct.
Yeah. So can you tell us a bit about world tours? Because you've just come back from Vegas, haven't you?
Yeah. So we do the world tours, and we have them all over the world. We've done them in, the Florida Keys. We've done them in the Canary Islands. We've done them in France, Mauritius Islands on the map, Cancun right now. We were just in Vegas a couple of weeks ago. And this is where you get everyone to go to the same resort at the same time. So we have two different kinds of vacations in our company. We have the 2,000 resorts. You're at one of those resorts now, where you on your own went to the resort. You're there 7 nights, 8 days. Sometimes they're 1 bedroom, sometimes they're 2 bedrooms, sometimes they're studios and full kitchens and living rooms and spas. You're at a place where they got the spa and all that type of stuff, right? I mean, amazing places. And you just go at your own will. You go into the back office and you type in where you want to go. It'll show you all the different places that are available. You click on book it and you go there yourself. Then we also have world tours. And this is where we all go to the same place at the same time. And so now not only are you going to this incredible place for a fraction of the price. When we were in Vegas, the rooms go for $600 a night. We were there for $66 per night. And it's not just about the amenities and the price. It's about being there with everyone else. It's about a shared experience. And when you get to meet like-minded people, people that are optimistic, forward-looking, they love to travel, love to have fun, they want to build a business, they want to grow a skill set, they want to build a financial wall around their family and make some extra income. These are people that you can connect with because they're just like you. And you go to these amazing places that are on the ocean and everything I just described, but you're not experiencing it just with your loved ones, but you're there with a lot of other people from around the world that are just like you. It kind of takes this experience to a new level. It's a euphoric experience that you simply cannot purchase online.
Yeah. In the current situation with COVID, what would you recommend to people? Should they just give it a miss or should they actually carry on and join?
Well, it's funny you say that because we've had more people travel this past summer than at any time in our company history. And people are like, really? With COVID-19? I said, no, because of COVID-19. And they're like, huh? Well, think about it. Everything else is closed. You can't go to the movie theater, closed. Can't go to the restaurants, closed. Can't go to the bowling alley, closed. Can't go to the karate studio, closed. I can't go to the trampoline park with the grandkids, closed. I can't go to the water park with the grandkids, closed. Everything is closed except the resorts. You're at one right now. And so you can go to the resorts where there's the spa and the big swimming pools and the pool tables and all this other kind of stuff. And you can get a 2-bedroom, 2-balcony, 2-bathroom, living room, flat screen TV, fireplace, dining room table. And you got a full kitchen with, pots, pans, dishes, blenders, toasters, full-size refrigerator, washer, dryer. And so you go to these kind of places and you can go to the pool. They got these massive pools. There's not anybody within 20 yards of you. I mean, you got more social distancing at our resorts than you do at home. And so people are like, wow, I mean, let's go on vacation with Trevorium. And so we've had more people traveling because of COVID-19 this past summer than any time in our company history.
Yeah. Also, we're not joining to travel now, we're joining to travel later as well. So our points are accruing for 6 months' time or 12 months' time, whenever we want to use them. So when everything is back to normal, we have our points in our back office to go on any trip we want to go on. So for me, it's a no-brainer. Why wouldn't you join now? Practically, it's like you're saving money anyway. because
especially with a lot of people that are having what they call quarantine fever. And
yeah,
they've been locked up in a home-based prison. They're like, oh my gosh, I got to get out of here, right? I got cabin fever, right? And
yeah,
let's just go somewhere, anywhere.
which is why
Some
I'm
people,
here.
let's get in the car and go for a drive. I got to get out of here. And
Yeah.
so again, you're at an amazing resort now. There's a spa. I mean, we got people everywhere at resorts. And so there are a lot of ways to travel safely. We have resorts everywhere, a resort you can drive to. Again, you're not near anyone. And you find out when you get to the resorts, I mean, the rooms have been sterilized and they got a little seal on the door. This room's been cleaned. Again, everyone's wearing masks and, there's no one near you. And so you're just as safe at our resorts having a good time as you are in your own hometown.
So if somebody said to you, it's too good to be true, what would you say to that?
Well, I'd say, well, number one, everything was good to be true until it was true. I could tell you that 15 years ago, the idea that we were going to hop on a Zoom like we're doing right this very moment, I could see you and you could see me. You're in the United Kingdom, I'm in the United States, and we're streaming it on Facebook where countless other people can watch live, or they can hit the replay. At one point, that seemed too good to be true. And so when you look at what we're doing as a company, we're actually just solving issues. I mean, that's when you look at the market, hey, what's typically going on in the market? How can we solve problems within that market? And so if you look at the travel space, it's a monopoly. And that's what some people don't realize. That when some people are like, man, I want to search for travel. I'm going to go over to Expedia. And they type in, they do a search. Now I'm going to go over to Orbitz, type in and do a search. I'm going to go to Travelocity, type in and do a search. I'm going to go to hotels.com. I'm going to go to Cheap Tickets, right? And they're bouncing from place to place to place. And they're price shopping, right? Well, that makes sense. I mean, you want to make sure you get a good deal. I mean, travel's expensive. Yeah. And they see a price that's pretty similar amongst all of these particular providers. And so they book something thinking, hey, I got a good deal. Not knowing the entire time the same damn company owned every single one of them. And when people find that out, they're like, you got to be kidding me. Do you have any idea how much time I spent bouncing from site to site to site, comparing everything and price shopping? I mean, if I'd have known that, I would at least save my time. And I had hours invested in thinking I was price shopping, not knowing the same company owned every single one of those sites. And so again, it's like the fix is in. And so we're obviously bringing a different model to the space. I mean, getting rid of all the markups where people can travel for less. We put together this amazing vacation program, where you can join our company for as little as $39 a month. Some people join for $69 a month. Some get our big package at $125 a month. Cancel anytime. Yeah, cancel anytime. There's no obligation here. And the great thing is that we also make it possible you can partner with our company and go out and tell 3 other people. And at that moment, you're earning more than you're spending. Well, what's that mean? Well, if I'm earning more than I'm spending, then my membership is free. But as a platinum member, I mean, Mahmuda, you're getting a minimum of 2 to 3 vacations per year, even before you become an ambassador, even before the free trip incentive. And so if you were an ambassador and do the free trip incentive, you could be doing 5 vacations per year. And because you got your 3, what's it costing you? Nothing. Not a good thing. Who do you know wants to go on 5 vacations for nothing per year? Anyone? Everybody. I mean, so it's not hard to figure out why our company's spread all over the world.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I mean, I just want to travel, as soon as the lockdown's over and we can fly out of the country, I'm on a plane. Right. Last question.
Yes, ma'am.
If you had any advice to give somebody who's sitting on the fence, what would you say?
I would tell you that my daughter played college softball. In fact, I always keep right here on my desk. She actually set the home run record at her college. She has her picture on left field wall at the brand new stadium. She set the record with this softball right here. And there's a lot of things you can learn from sports and baseball when it comes to business. And that is that when you get in the batter's box, right? We all know in softball, baseball, 3 strikes, you're out. But in entrepreneurialism, you have unlimited swings and you only need 1 hit. You have unlimited swings and you only need 1 hit. And the problem for most people is not that they swing and miss. It's that they don't swing at all. And it doesn't matter how many times you miss. That's what they don't get. I mean, Walt Disney went bankrupt like 3 times. I mean, if you read the stories of the great entrepreneurs, I mean, they're littered with, they tried this, they tried that, they tried this didn't work, that didn't work. I mean, I'll never forget Ray Kroc, who built McDonald's. When he first started McDonald's, people said, oh, here comes Ray with another one of his things, right? And they made fun of him at first, right? And I'm not suggesting people are going to make fun of you. In today's world, you got 2 billion people Googling, how do I make some money from home? I mean, this is the gig economy. People are looking for something today. But my point is that the people who succeed massively are the people who get in the batter's box and swing the bat. And if you just get in that box and just start swinging, I don't care how bad your swing looks, because everyone starts the same place. You know, Daryl and Maria Roberts, their son, just got drafted by the Boston Red Sox straight out of high school. He was Gatorade Player of the Year. To remind people, Peyton Manning and Derek Jeter also were Gatorade Player of the Year for his state. It's a pretty distinguished honor. And, you know, in Daryl shows the footage of when Aaron started. His swing was horrid. The coach was like, no, son, what are you doing? And then you got to put your feet this way and you got to, I mean, everyone starts at the same place. And for some reason, as adults, we kind of get like intimidated. Well, I don't know if I know anything about that. Well, no one did. And if you just get in the box and start swinging the bat, you know, maybe this will work, maybe this won't work. But if you keep swinging the bat, you'll find something that does work, and incredible things can happen for you and your family. And again, that's the thing. It's just not taught in school. I mean, if there was any one lesson I want every single person to know, I mean, talking at the grade school level, the middle school level, the high school level, the college level, you know, people getting their master's or doctorates, is to learn how to get back in that box and swing the bat. You know, it's the stuff that you don't do that costs you, not the stuff that you do.
Yeah. Thank you so much for all your answers. That was an amazing impromptu little chat. So thank you very much, Todd, for spending the time with me. And that's all I've got to say for tonight. Thank you.
Well, hey, Mahmoud, thank you for your input, your contributions. We've had you on our fireside chats, and you were on our corporate update call the other night. I know you've been on countless Dreamcations. You haven't even told everyone about the various vacations you've been on. You're on one right now. So just before we leave, maybe tell people about some of your trip experiences.
I've been to Spain, and that cost me £80, and that was a one-bedroom suite. I went with my friend Shell, who had never even heard about the business. I hadn't mentioned it at all. The minute she came home, she joined up because she knew I'd only spent £80 on that. And it was a spa hotel, and it was lovely. We were supposed to go to Vegas with you guys. There was supposed to be 3 of us going, and that was going to cost me £350 for 3 people for 10 days in Vegas. And that's 3 nights at the Wynn. You know, the Wynn costs £600 a night minimum. So I was spending less for 10 days than you would for 1 night. So unfortunately, obviously for COVID reasons, couldn't travel. And now I'm in Devon. I thought I'd do a staycation. I'm in Devon. I've got a 1-bedroom suite with a full kitchen. And again, it's a spa hotel. So I've had a massage today, had a hot stone massage, feel fantastic, really relaxed. And I needed this. After what we've been through for the last few months, sat at home, you just get tense and stressed. My daughter got married. I've been doing lots over the last few months, and I just needed a break. And it cost me £120. At reception, when I checked in, I said, how much would this normally cost? And they said £1,500. I mean, 1,500 compared to £120, that's a huge difference. Huge. I do have a team, so my membership is free. So this has cost me basically peanuts, and I'm loving it. Obviously, lockdown again, we are cutting our week short. And on Sunday, I was thinking, do I bother going for a shortened week? And I thought, yes. It's all about mindset as well. You have to think positively. You have to just live your life and do what you can do. So I decided to come anyway, and I've had the best time. I'm really, really glad I've actually made the effort to come away. And I love this company, absolutely love it. I was never interested in the business side. The compensation plan goes over my head. I don't understand it. I just know it's brilliant. And I just love the fact that all I'm doing is recommending people to get savings. I'm not saying buy this, buy that. I'm just saying, well, if you get a membership, you save money on your holidays. So I'm helping them save money. But another thing for me is, I've met you, Todd, personally. I've met David. How many companies can you join where you meet the CEO or the top ambassadors? I just think it's amazing. And I can phone up Daryl or you, or anybody, any time of the day, and you'll answer me as soon as possible. And I think that connection has got a lot to do with how much I love this company. It is a family. Yeah. We are definitely a family. The UK team, our Dragonfly Voyagers, Paula's team is amazing. We have so much fun together. We chat to each other every day. It's really, really good. We're a tight knit little family, and
Well, I'm glad you brought up Paula, because you work with Paula, and
yeah,
Paula herself is on a dream
on
vacation
a
right now.
second,
Her sex, she's been gone 2 weeks.
yeah,
And then she had one like 2 months ago or a month
yeah,
ago. She was gone for a week. She had a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 3-story. I mean, the
yeah.
view was gorgeous, right? So
And
maybe you
she's
got to
got
mention
4
about
kids.
her vacation.
Yeah. Her husband was made redundant recently, so even in this day and age, we can still afford to go on holiday because of what we have on offer here in this company. So it's amazing. I mean, Paul is in Scotland, and it's a second Dreamcation on the trot. So she's done 2 back to back, but she's taken 5 in the year, and I think she saved about £5,000 over the year. So to me, it's a no-brainer. You're saving money. Don't think about how much the membership. You pay for your mobile phone, you pay for Sky TV, or there's loads of memberships. The gym, there's loads of things you pay membership for, not necessarily use it, but this is a membership. You are getting double your points back. You are getting 2 holidays a year, free incentive trips. You get a wholesale site to book other holidays. It just gives giving. So I
Yeah.
do love it, and it does excite me. And it's the first direct sales company that I've joined that I've stayed in for so long.
Yeah.
The
But
idea of direct sales has always made me think, yes, I like the idea, but selling products has not been my thing. But
well, in
this,
about another 3 months, we'll be coming back and doing an interview like this. And in addition to the amazing travel stories that you're obviously sharing, you'll be coming back and saying, "Oh my gosh," because the whole thing we're doing, showing people how to make money on their mobile phone, is brand new. It
yeah,
just came out, and so we'll have countless people like, "Yeah, I get the trade ideas from the pros, and I'm just I'm just kind of doing what the pros do, and next thing you know, man, I'm making money, and this is incredible."
yeah,
And so you'll have people. I'm sitting here at this amazing resort, like you are right now. I'm at this amazing resort, had a spa massage today. Got the trade ideas from the pros, made a bunch of money, went back, had another massage.
yeah,
And so, we're obviously showing people lifestyle.
yeah. I've got another massage booked in the morning, actually. A
Oh,
deluxe
man.
facial. But yeah, I just love what we have on offer. So anybody sitting on the fence, don't sit on the fence, jump. Come and join us. Come and talk to one of us. Anybody who shares this video, talk to them. It's absolutely amazing. And there's this trust that we have. I think there's a bond between all of us that is just unheard of, I think. So
Yeah, and
thank you very
that
much.
goes back to the family atmosphere we have
Yeah,
here. That when people get started, you mean again, you're joining a group of people that they're going to help you succeed and go out of their way to help you and want to see you have
yeah,
fun, and you're being a whole new bunch of friends. I mean, people that you can celebrate with and cheer with, and I mean, if you're having a bad day, people that can pick you up. You're having a great day, people you can celebrate with. And so, I mean, I've never met anyone that didn't want more friends.
yeah. I mean, like a recent example in Vegas, Bob, I can't think what his surname is now. He got stranded.
Bob Beckwith.
Yeah, his car broke down. So he messaged me saying, I'm having a really bad day. So I put him in contact with Jamal and Deborah and Mel, you and loads of people that I knew that were going to be in Vegas. Just set up a group chat. I said, can any of you guys help him? And there you were. You were all helping him. You all gave him a handout, whether it's meeting up with him, going out for lunch with him, but you all helped him. Never met him before. I've never met him. I just know him from the company, Yeah. And Jamal, amazing young man. He's doing so well. And I think if I'd been in Vegas as well, that pumped up hyper happiness would have been amazing for the company here as well in the UK. We missed out a bit there, but doesn't matter because we're still enjoying it and we're still loving what we're doing.
Absolutely. Well, for everyone that has gotten to tune into our little chat we did tonight, again, it's election night in the United States, but again, I made the joke the other day that, if you live in the United States, I hope that all of you participated in, the process here, did your civic duty and went out and voted. And no matter who you voted for, I don't care which person wins the election, neither one of them are going to do as much for you and your family's finances as what this company can do for your family's finances in the next, 3, 4, or 5 years, And so if any one of you are truly concerned about the state of the union, I mean, be concerned about the state of your own family union. And that goes by, hey, learning some new skill sets, meeting some new people that are setting goals, going places, doing things. And hey, how do I get around that crowd? Because I mean, that crowd and what they're doing, no matter who gets elected, right? That's going to take you further than any current party that happens to win the election at this particular moment. So Mahmouda, thank you so much. What time is it your time now?
About 3 o'clock.
Yeah, 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. in the UK.
3:30 actually.
Yeah, 3 a.m. in the UK, 7:30 here. Fun never sleeps.
No. Who needs to sleep? We just need to travel.
Exactly. So with that, hey, Mahmouda, we'll talk to you again soon. Bye, everybody. Thanks for the chat.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.